the woman took out her grandmother's will, the old dog froze for a moment, then slowly stepped forward. It still remembered her grandmother's face vividly. The dog tried to catch her familiar scent, but could no longer sense it. Its eyes turned sorrowful. As it turned out, when the dog was young, it was a stray. The kind-hearted grandmother found it on the street and brought it home. From then on, two hearts began to walk the same path, a human and a dog, inseparable. Wherever she went, the grandmother took the dog along. She introduced the dog to her friends, calling it a good, gentle dog. The dog cherished every moment spent with her. For 12 years, the dog and grandmother wandered through every corner of the town together, bidding farewell the fallen leaves and welcoming the snow. They witnessed countless sunrises and sparkling stars. They also endured storms that drenched their hair. But now only the dog is left, wandering alone. The grandmother was no longer with it. 3 years ago, she fell seriously ill and passed away shortly after. At her funeral, the dog stood silently behind the crowd at times and curled up in a quiet corner others. That day, the dog wasn't its usual cheerful self. It was silent, tears streaming down its face. Though it couldn't speak, everyone knew its heart was overwhelmed with pain and loss. From then on, people often saw the dog wandering alone through the streets and alleys. These were all places it once visited with the grandmother. Perhaps the dog thought that if it kept walking, one day it would see her familiar figure again. The dog entered a shop, looked around, then left in disappointment. It turned out that the shopkeeper was the grandmother's close friend. When she was alive, the grandmother often took the dog there to chat. Perhaps the dog thought it could find her there. The townsfolk all knew the story of the dog and the grandmother, and they were touched by this genuine affection, offering it sympathetic looks. Neighbors brought the dog its favorite foods, but it no longer had any appetite. Its mind was filled with memories of the grandmother, unable to make space for anything else. It missed her dearly. Tears left deep marks on the dog's face. If possible, send a message of comfort to this poor dog. We'll witness a truly special moment. The dog grew older, its body no longer as strong as before. The longing for its grandmother caused it to lose weight. The grandmother's daughter cooked chicken soup for the dog, but it only sniffed at it and wouldn't eat, worrying her deeply. The next day, it rained heavily. The dog still wanted to go out in search of the grandmother. Her daughter, afraid it would catch a cold, brought it back home, dried it off. But soon after, the dog ran out again into the rain. She had no choice but to lock it inside. The dog curled up sadly in a corner, hiding its head. The grandmother's daughter looked at the dog and felt her heart ache. The pain of losing a loved one was something they both shared. The next day, she called a veterinarian to check the dog's health. The examination revealed no illness, but its age had caught up with it. Its eyesight had started to fade, and its organs had weakened. For the remaining days, let the dog live in peace. Under the rain, the dog stood again, trying to push the door open. The vet advised that forcing the dog to stay indoors would only make it more anxious. Let it roam where it wished. The daughter followed the advice and decided to accompany the dog instead of stopping it. Together, they went to the shrine, a place the three of them had often visited to pray. In that space filled with memories, perhaps the dog's heart would feel more at ease. May it find peace in its final journey, and may it reunite with the grandmother in heaven after passing away. Let's give this loyal dog a round of applause and share its story to spread warmth and love. I'm Caperz. See you in the next video.